Magic 89.9.
Today's Best Music Magic 89.9. That was Crazy by La Seraphim. Once again, you guys are still tuned in with me, David,
Kian, and Joaqui.
Bringing you guys, of course, the best of the gaming, anime, comics,
Exactly.
sports,
We are back here
all of
at
that.
Nerds Paradise here on Game Night, ladies and gentlemen.
Amen.
Good evening, everybody. We are back, and we're starting everything off, of course. We're going to be filling you guys in on
What's that? Okay, now let's say that properly so people can actually. What's hot?
What's hot?
There you go.
okay. We're talking about what's hot, basically the top games of the week.
Top 3 games to be specific.
Top 3 games.
Yes.
And we researched this, by the way, guys.
Yeah, this is heavily researched.
Source?
Our source.
Trust me.
You gotta trust us.
me,
You
bro.
gotta
No,
trust us.
We want to be able to bring you guys some of the top games, especially since a lot of them might not be on your radar. Maybe you're stuck in a specific genre. Maybe you're specifically playing the same games over and over. Let's bring some new stuff onto the table with What's That?
Exactly. And of course, you guys know the Game Boys. We know a thing or two about games.
Exactly.
Sure,
You know,
I hope
It's
we
our
do.
job.
So something I'd like to start us off with a little bit is something that I think definitely is, being up on a lot of people's radars nowadays
Yeah.
is this new game called Dune Awakening.
Dune
Like the
Awakening.
movie?
It's based on the movie.
That's what I was gonna say. Yeah, Dune Awakening. The video game is actually based in the same universe as Dune.
Dang.
Yeah. So,
Okay.
but it's not really a story game. Interestingly enough, it's a survival game.
Really?
Yes.
Like Minecraft style.
Minecraft is more open sandbox, but Dune Awakening is more survival based.
I get that.
So it's
Okay.
really like build a shelter, get water, and try
it's like
to live.
Like the forest.
Yes,
Okay.
like the forest. There we go. The game, the forest. Okay, not like the actual area.
Okay. That's nice. I didn't expect. They're turning a lot of movies into games nowadays.
Yeah,
I'm
but the thing
surprised
is-
with Dune.
This doesn't feel like a movie turned game. It's just a game that happens to be in the same universe as Dune. You get what I mean?
Okay,
it's
that's
not.
good. That's good.
It's not
That's good
like
then.
you're playing as a Dune character.
Yeah.
It's like no. It's just imagine you're in the universe of Dune.
Dune. Okay.
And then
Oh, that makes more sense.
there you go. If you guys are
nice.
familiar with the Hogwarts game,
Hogwarts Legacy.
Hogwarts
Harry
Legacy,
Potter.
it
Okay.
follows the same principle of like you're not playing as Harry Potter.
You're playing as a student.
Exactly.
In the same
From
universe.
Hogwarts.
That's what Dune
Okay.
Awakening is. You're playing as a person in the Dune universe.
And
Not
with
as
the
Timothy
popularity,
Chalamet.
yeah.
no, unfortunately
With the
not.
popularity of Dune, I'm not surprised, and I'm glad that it's one of our top ones of the week.
Yeah, and can I just mention what makes it super unique and I guess different and what sets it apart from the rest of those survival games is not only is it set in the Dune universe,
Yeah.
but also it's online multiplayer, so you can
Yes,
play with your
yes.
buddies.
Oh.
You love to have survival multiplayer over here, as well as you can join different factions. I'm pretty sure in this game.
They
Oh my
really fleshed out
goodness.
the world building here,
so
huh?
it's not just like you and your buddies play. I think it's server wide.
That's cool.
Oh my.
That's cool.
It's giving Arc.
Yeah,
It's giving
a little bit of art, a little bit of Rust.
Yeah,
Rust,
Kind of like that. And also, what I noticed, what makes it like especially different from other survival games, is that the world is it's always evolving.
Really?
It's always changing. So, because the universe of Dune is set with a lot of sand, it's just imagine like endless desert. That's what it is.
Yes.
So in Dune Awakening, it's the same principle, but the sand shifts every week or something.
Dang.
So new areas are revealed every week.
That's
What?
cool.
Yes.
That's cool.
That sounds so sick.
Yeah.
I like that concept. That's smart for that. I can see why it's one of our top games of the week. I
course.
love that. But yeah,
course.
what else do we have in our top
Moving
games?
on, we have a game that I think it's pretty old-ish. It's
Yeah.
called Lies of P.
Lies of P.
Lies of P. I mean, if it's old, why is it returning on our list?
I feel like it's because with the reemergence of Elden Ring, the Night Rain DLC, continuation, because this game is a Souls-like game.
That's perfect
okay.
then. Okay.
So the Souls-like games are games that are basically
Boss battles.
Okay,
Big
so
boss battles.
big boss battles where you rage quit and throw your controller.
Oh yeah, hopefully you don't throw your controller and break your computer.
I get that. I get
That
that.
happened to me. But anyways,
Okay, speaking from experience.
experience. But yep, this is a Souls-like game where I think it's like a new concept in terms of storytelling, and it follows the story of Pinocchio.
Ooh, Pinocchio, like
sense.
the dude, the actual legend.
the liar guy, right?
Yep.
Nose dude.
It's inspired like characters. It's Pinocchio.
And it's
Oh,
Souls-like?
Pinocchio themed. Okay,
Yeah, sorry.
I was like,
Pinocchio.
are you actually playing as Pinocchio?
I mean, technically, I think you are.
Really?
That's
I
cool.
think, yeah, technically speaking, you play as Pinocchio because you were brought back by your creator Geppetto.
This is some crazy
exactly.
concepts.
Yeah.
Dude, that's a wild mix. I did not expect Pinocchio to be in Elden Ring or something.
We got Dune and Pinocchio Elden Ring. You know,
Pinocchio Elden Ring.
that's crazy. Lies of P, right?
Lies of P.
Okay.
This is noted. This is noted. For me, I have a little bit of a game called Stellar Blade. It's been taking people by storm nowadays, mainly because of its hack and slash gameplay. The thing is, I believe it's reminiscent by things like, it's like Bayonetta, let's say near to the Automata when it comes to gameplay, because it's a hack and slash where you play as a female character named Eve and you gotta survive in this dystopian sci-fi world. And a lot of people are really heavy on gameplay nowadays. You mentioned how Souls-like games are getting a resurgence. This has very intense hack and slash gameplay reminiscent of what people used to love, like Devil May Cry, let's say.
Oh, so it's not a boss rush game. It's a, like hordes of enemies and you just gotta...
proper hack and slash.
There's also bosses from what I know, but it's also like what you said. It's more focused on the small enemies.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I've
More
heard
horde-based rather than...
That's the word.
and I've heard it has a really compelling story.
Oh, I mean...
And I could see why people would like, because storytelling in video games, if you hit the mark with it, it really, really works. It really works, especially with the fun gameplay that comes with it.
I mean, yeah, it's super important that... I mean, for me personally, if I don't feel engaged in the story, I don't...
Yeah, exactly.
I won't feel excited to continue it because I'm like, what am I even doing?
Exactly.
I don't read.
Okay. I think that's a you thing, Kian.
It is a very V thing.
But yeah. Oh, yeah.
I mean, like, quick recap on all the games that we're, saying, what's up?
Okay, what's our games?
We got Dune Awakening.
Lies of P.
And Stellar Blade. You guys should check them out if you guys have the time. Games of the week with what's hot here on the Game Boys. But yes, we're going to be talking a lot more in just a bit, but I got to bring you guys back into the music, of course, playing something from my favorite artists, making things a little explosive for Game Night.
Game Night!
Got a song named Boom by my boy BB No Money from 2025. Let's have fun, ladies and gentlemen. Staying with you guys up until 9 p.m. See you guys.
Magic 89.9.
Guys, up until 9 p.m. Gonna be bringing you guys some more gaming content. Earlier we talked about what's up. Now we're moving on to something for people who want to get into the gaming space. People who want to try some more video games, more titles. We have mini games for you.
Mini games for you.
Yeah.
No, not for Kian, for you.
Yeah,
for everybody else.
Oh, man.
We got mini games for you where we show you guys titles that are very relatively easy to pick up, I'd say.
Super easy. Most of the titles that we talk about here are mobile games, but we throw a little spanner in the works and have a bit of a
Every now and then.
have a bit of Windows, maybe Xbox. But long story short, it is only games that are super easy to pick up.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
You're not gonna see any Dark Souls recommendations over here, guys. Don't worry.
Hold on, let me change my game.
No, but yeah, let's run through the set. We have 3 for you guys tonight, as per usual. What do we have, gentlemen? What do we have?
Well, I guess the first game I want to introduce to everyone is this game called Fish Dom.
Fish Dom.
Yeah, so Fish DOM.
This is new to me.
Now this is very relevant because as the Game Boys, we need to do
Okay.
heavy research to make sure we know what the people play.
Okay.
Right?
I get that.
Yeah, because we can't say we know what gamers should play and
Without
then
asking them.
Exactly.
Okay, I get that.
So
I
we
guess
asked,
trust us.
So we asked, I asked some people I know, right? And what kind of stuck out for me is our resident Junior Jock Charlie.
Charlie. just
Actually
earlier.
plays Fish Dom.
Okay.
Yes.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, no, here's the thing about Fish Dom. It's a puzzle game, I would
Okay.
say. I don't really know what kind of genre of game it's called, but basically it's like Candy Crush.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
a matching game.
There we go. It's a matching puzzle game.
Okay.
But the theme is fish. There you go. So if you don't like Candy Crush because you don't want to have a sweet tooth,
You can play Fish Dom.
because you want to start your own aquarium,
It's a missed opportunity to call it Fish Crush. but here
Okay,
we are.
no, you don't crush fish. It's Fish Dom.
Okay.
It's Fish Dom.
I
All right,
love that
moving on.
recommendation. Okay.
Fun fact as well, our resident Junior Jock Charlie is also, I'm pretty sure, allegedly
Allegedly.
top 1 in the Philippines in Fish Dom.
Yeah, she said she was on level 4,000.
Yeah. So I'm not sure if that's real or not.
That's why she's recommending it, dude.
Maybe she's lying.
That's why she's recommending it,
But
dude.
yeah, that is, I guess, Junior Jock Charlie's recommendation.
Okay,
And,
that's fun.
of course, I did a little bit of independent research, and I do agree, it's such an an easy game to pick up, and it's definitely a game that if you get, let's just say you're, waiting in the bus, commuting on the Jeep, or, you just want something to do while waiting, Fish Dom might be the game for you.
If Charlie can do it, so can we.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, what other games do we have?
My turn. It's actually, since if you guys tuned in last week, we played Enter the Gungeon.
Yeah,
So this
yeah.
is very similar to that kind of game, and it's called Soul Knight.
Soul Knight!
Okay, not Dark Souls, right?
I love
Soul Knight.
There
This
we
is
go.
Soul Knight, the mobile game.
Mobile game.
Oh
It's on
my
the mobile
gosh.
game. It's an 8-bit. What do you call that? Hell. What
It's
bullet
a
hell.
8-bit bullet hell dungeon crawler.
Yeah,
Yes.
top-down dungeon crawler.
Where it's just a pretty fun game. It's a mini version of Enter the Gungeon. If you don't want to pay for Enter the Gungeon, well, your alternative right now, it's Soul Knight. Very easy to get into, very simple mechanics as well.
I love that. No, the one thing I love about Soul Knight is it's so easy to play multiplayer with friends with it.
Yeah.
You could play via the same internet
I
connection.
forgot to mention, Soul Knight is multiplayer.
Yeah, it is
I think you
multiplayer.
can also connect via Bluetooth, but I don't really remember anymore.
I think so.
Don't
mainly
take our word
Wi-Fi.
for it.
Yeah,
don't take our word.
Don't take our word
mainly
for it.
Wi-Fi.
Yes,
you connect
true.
to the same Wi-Fi. You can play a game of Soul Knight and go as far as you can into the
Yep,
dungeon.
It is
maximum
so-
4 players. By
It's
the way.
so much fun. Oh my gosh.
I personally played it, Soul Knight. It is so fun.
You should play later.
It's really just Gungeon, but on your phone.
You should play that later.
That's
We
I'm
could,
down,
we
dude.
could.
I love that game. That's something I'd play on the bus on my field trips. I'm telling you guys.
I played it during lunch breaks. and
I played it
stuff.
during a wedding just recently.
I
Just
love that.
recently.
Bro, still, but okay. My recommendation. This is gonna sound pretty normal for me because this is one of my favorite games of all time. I recommend Plants vs Zombies.
Ooh. But isn't that on desktop?
The thing is, Plants vs Zombies is on a lot of platforms. There's a desktop version, there's an Xbox version, but there's also a free mobile version that you guys can pick up.
Wait, is this Plants vs Zombies 2, right?
This is Plants vs Zombies 1. There's a Plants vs Zombies 2 too, but I'm more adamant in showcasing Plants vs Zombies 1 to people first.
The OG.
Yes,
All
because
right.
it introduces a lot of the core mechanics. The progression of the game is much easier and it's much better, I'd say.
True.
For a introductory gamer, because that's how I started.
I get what you mean.
All the plants are also free, by the way.
I've seen a lot of all the videos of Plants vs Zombies 2,
Uh-huh.
Yep.
and let
It's
me tell
much
you,
different, much different atmosphere.
It looks really complicated.
Yeah, it's a much different atmosphere. I'm someone who grew up playing Plants vs Zombies 1. It's the reason I'm a gamer. So of course, I'm gonna make more gamers by showing Plants vs Zombies 1. You guys should try it. Highly recommend. If you guys want to play it on another platform, you're free to. But if you want to play it for free, you can play it on mobile. Highly recommend. Highly recommend.
Well, I guess quick recap of all the games we're going to recommend. If you guys are interested in puzzle games like Candy Crush, you guys should definitely check out Fish Dom.
You guys should also check out Soul Knight if you want to play a game that's 8-bit bullet hell.
I love that. And you guys should play Plants vs. Zombies, one of the OG classic tower defense games that can make you a gamer like me.
Oh, wow.
It's true. It's true.
The
It's true.
introductory course.
It's true. It's true.
Yeah, but anyways, let's bring you back to the music. And now we have Mystical Magical, Benson Boone only on Game Night Magic 89.9.
Magic 89.9.
Got Pharrell Williams with Double Life here on Magic 89.9. You are still with the Game Boys here on Game Night. It's Junior Jock, Joaqui.
Junior Jock, Kian.
And Junior Jock David.
Gonna be gaming with you guys, of course. Hi guys, welcome to the show. The plan for today, gamers.
I like how you introduced us like we're guests in the show.
No,
Like, we have multiple,
no, I'm
As
saying
that same-
hi to everybody. I'm saying hi to everybody.
Okay, I thought you were saying hi to us.
No,
I was like-
guys, no.
like-
The plan is simple, guys. The plan is simple for
What is the
now.
plan?
The plan, so we had Double Life earlier, of course, because
Yes.
we're gamers.
Yes.
But we're not just
I don't know
gamers.
how those
No.
two relate, but
We're
sure.
gamers, right?
Okay.
Yes.
But we're not just gamers.
Yes,
We're
we're
also
nerds.
weeps.
Okay.
Wait, what?
Okay, I don't know about
What do you mean? You're not a weep.
David, when did you learn French?
No, you are. We are weeps.
Yes,
we
no.
talked about this, guys.
I thought we did go to Anisama. so.
We did go to Addis-Ababa together. So
I
yeah,
know.
we're not just gamers, we are also weeps.
Yes.
So of
Yes.
course, we need to have a say when it comes to anime.
That's true. We do
Yeah.
watch a little bit of anime here and there.
Little bit. That's an understatement for me. I have about 650 on my anime list.
Yeah, some of my anime lists are a little too much than others, but
That's one way to put it for me. Cool.
But yeah, plan is simple. Today we're going to be looking at the Crunchyroll Anime Awards.
yes.
We're gonna be running through them because we have a bunch of what's the term? The titles the awards that they gave away, and we're gonna be checking all the nominations and seeing whether they are valid or not. We're gonna be validating.
We're gonna be our expert opinion whether it's valid or not.
I don't wanna throw shade, but at this point, I think our opinion matters more than whatever Crunchyroll is on.
No!
Here's the thing, guys. Kian is a major level Crunchyroll Awards hater.
right now because
Because of what's happening. We'll talk about it.
Yeah,
We'll
We
we're
were
talk
talking about it off air a little bit, and
Yeah.
Kian does not agree with a lot of the nominees. Or sorry, the winners.
yeah.
most of them.
Yeah,
yes.
exactly, most of the winners.
Some
But
of them I agree.
some of them he does agree with. So
Yeah.
I guess anytime Direct wants to pull
Yeah.
up our screen, we're gonna be talking about the first category, which is
There we go.
the best continuing series.
Best continuing series. What are our nominees?
So right now, our nominees are Bleach,
Well,
Thousand
not
Year,
right now. This already happened.
Oh, this already happened.
Yeah. So, but
Bleach, 1,000 Year Blood War, The Conflict, Demon Slayer, Kimetsu no Yaiba, Hashira Training Arc, My Hero Academia Season 7, One Piece, Oshinoko Season 2, and Spy X Family Season 2.
isn't it just Spy Family?
Yeah.
Spy Family, Spy X
I've
Family.
heard that if I said Spy X Family in front of my sister, she
I
would
heard you
kill
get
me.
crucified
Yeah, you
for
would
it.
get.
So you say
kill
Hunter
me.
x Hunter, not Hunter x Hunter.
Yeah,
you
it's
say
like
Hunter
that.
x Hunter. Yeah.
It's
Doesn't matter.
Hunter x Hunter.
No, you will get crucified. You people
Then
will
crucify me right now. Crucify me.
Okay. Yeah. Nominees and who won this category?
The winner is Demon Slayer.
Demon Slayer
Best
for best
continuing.
continuing series. Okay.
Yes, the Hashira Training Arc specifically.
Oh, it's specific arc.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh, because that's the latest in the series.
exactly.
Okay.
I don't know why they don't have the One Piece latest season. It's just listed as One Piece.
No, because
Okay,
One Piece
yeah.
is just like it just never stops.
I guess, but
It's just one whole
no, but
piece.
like they said the arc for like Demon Slayer.
Oh.
Yeah, but it's like its own new season because
Do
like
they title One Piece arcs like
I mean, there
separately?
are
they
arcs,
do,
yeah.
but it's like they don't make a new like a new poster for that.
It's still
Yeah, okay,
under One Piece.
I
You're
get
right,
it, but
you're right.
it'd be cool if they put the arc too, so that we know where we're at
That's
get
true.
that.
in the One Piece series as of the nomination.
Okay.
That's true.
Yeah,
I
at
get
the
that.
point of nomination, exactly.
What
So,
are our thoughts, gentlemen?
on Demon Slayer getting it?
Yeah.
W.
Okay. No,
I'm biased. I'm so biased.
Super biased.
I'm a huge fan of Demon Slayer as well. And I have not caught up with the latest seasons, but I have seen and I have heard what people have said about it. And it's going strong because from what I know, the latest arc is one of the weaker ones, if I'm not mistaken.
I would say that. As
Yeah.
a Demon Slayer fan, the Hashira... No, not the Hashira Training Arc. I think the Hidden Village arc.
Hidden Village, yeah.
Yeah, that's the one. The Hashira Training Arc, I think it was just like, 2-3 episodes long?
Okay.
I wouldn't even call it an arc, to be honest. I mean, that's just me
Honestly.
personally.
Okay.
That's just me personally.
Yeah, I kind of agree with like Demon Slayer. I don't think this arc should have won Best Continuing. I feel like I heard a lot of praises about Bleach and Spy Family.
Bleach, I've heard a lot. I've heard a lot.
And
about
also a
Bleach.
little bit of Oshinoko. But I think Demon Slayer just won, maybe because in large part, the animation is still
Top
hasn't
tier.
fallen
Yeah,
off,
animation.
man.
I
And I
think-
read the manga too.
I think we also need to look at the category itself. It is the best continuing series.
True.
So it's not, they're not looking at the arc specifically. It's
No.
just like,
I
as
get
a
that.
continuing series.
No, I get that because a lot of people got into anime because of Demon Slayer.
Yeah, it is a pretty easy anime to get into.
Yeah.
Usually everyone says, watch One Piece. I'm not watching 1,000 episodes. I'm not doing that.
One Piece, it's harder to get into.
True.
I'd say One Piece has a equally as big of a fan base. I'd say
True.
more loyal. I'd say.
I think One Piece is a loyal fan.
I really have
Yeah.
a hot take about One Piece being in the Best Continuing Series.
Well,
A
what's
really
the hot take?
I feel like if you pick One Piece to be in a nomination or if it wins continuing, I feel like it's the laziest move of all time.
Why?
I mean,
Realistically speaking, it's going to be here a lot of the time because One Piece is so
it's still
long.
ongoing.
yeah, no, it is
Still ongoing.
Okay, like to settle the debate, One Piece really is the best continuing series.
Yeah.
Because
Yes.
it's
So-
good constantly.
Yeah, it's
Exactly.
still going even
And
Yeah.
since
the
back
mere
then.
fact that it's still here, it's like I think it's just lazy work on Crunchyroll. Like,
Yeah, see, this is where the hater energy comes in.
Exactly, because let's be realistic. I don't watch like the entirety of One Piece, but I know this should win all the time. So why are you even nominating it if you're not gonna let it win? Because we all know that One Piece is gonna win all the
It's
time.
like what Nickelodeon does with SpongeBob and how SpongeBob always wins.
Okay,
okay.
don't diss on SpongeBob.
Wow.
No, it's good though. It's good though. But like SpongeBob is already top tier. It's on a league of its own. That's what you're trying to say.
I think the anime community has kind of agreed that the One Piece is already one of the best continuing series.
Yeah.
So if you keep giving it the dub, it's like, okay, we already expected that.
Yeah.
So I think they put it here as more of like don't worry guys, we acknowledge One Piece is still the GOAT. But obviously we need to have different winners.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah. Okay,
Now,
I get that.
I'm a bit conflicted because Bleach
I've heard a lot about Bleach.
Bleach,
I
like,
heard a lot about good things about that.
you know, could we argue that Bleach is a better, would Bleach be better as the winning nominee?
For comeback's sake, but continuing.
That's true. Bleach made a comeback.
Yeah.
Demon Slayer was like more or less continuous.
It's more Demon Slayer more consistency wise.
Yes, yeah.
But comeback wise, Bleach kind of like popped
Yeah,
off
but I feel like
crazy.
from what I heard about this Bleach 1000-Year Blood War, this is really like one of the best arcs from what I heard.
Well, again, we're not rating by arc. We're rating,
going into this arc, and let's assume that it's continuing. Let's say the arc got split up.
Yeah.
I think that's why. If that's the case, then I think Bleach maybe could have won that over. Like what you said, this is one of the weaker arcs or one of the weaker seasons in Demon Slayer.
Yeah, if we were looking at the arc, Bleach would beat Demon Slayer. But because we're looking at continuous series, consistency, I think Demon Slayer does take the dub here.
I get that.
Slight edge.
No, I'm fine with this nomination, honestly. It's interesting because of who else was nominated. Because I'm also seeing Oshinoko's relatively new. Already in season 2, got nominated as well.
Yeah, I think, okay, I kind of want to remove Oshinoko and Spy Family because that's 2 seasons.
Yeah, they're relatively new.
Yeah, compared to, the other, I mean, like, what, we got One Piece and, okay, MHA or My Hero Academia season 7. That's 7 seasons. But
I'd say that's another comeback territory type thing.
No spoilers. I haven't gone there yet.
Don't worry. I won't give spoilers. But yeah, I feel like it's same as Bleach that like the community of My Hero Academia kind of didn't follow through on the earlier seasons, but then season 7 came along and then it kind of came back. It's like momentum's coming back for this series.
I just personally think that My Hero Academia, although it's consistent and it posts, it has regular seasons pretty consistently.
Yeah.
I think for me personally, the storytelling started to drop after like season 4.
Second half of season 4 for me.
That's just my opinion though.
Okay,
Again, listen guys.
Yeah,
I know
everything we're saying here.
Take it with a grain of salt.
Yeah. And listen, I don't want to hear people saying like, oh my gosh, what are you saying? I watched all of the seasons and I read the manga and I finished it.
Yeah.
I read everything. So I think I have somewhat of a professional
And
opinion.
earlier you were saying you're not a weeb. How dare you?
Okay, wait a second. No, but I'm just saying that, like, personally, storytelling-wise, I really do think Demon Slayer takes the dub. I would have given it to Bleach, but Bleach lacks the consistency that Demon Slayer has.
Okay, I get
Curious to see what you guys on Playback TV.
Yeah, they've been saying a bunch. They've been saying their opinions. They've been saying Demon Slayer is actually mid, says Ghost of Sparta.
Wow, okay.
We're gonna have some fighting words.
I can't tell if I'm offended,
Also,
hurts, or...
Shout out to my cousins, Ayumiko and Ayumigi. I know they watch anime too. I'm pretty sure I think they also watch this one. But I want to hear their thoughts too. I'll talk to them later maybe, see what they think.
Listen, okay, who said that? Who said that about Demon Slayer?
That was Ghost of Sparta.
Listen, Ghost of Sparta. Wait until the Infinity Castle movie. You're gonna see peak in 3 hours.
But yeah, we're curious to know what you guys think. Send them over on playback.tv/magic899. Join in on the discussion. Is this nomination valid? Is this award valid for Demon Slayer? Or do you think the other nominees deserve it as well? I want to hear you guys' thoughts. Send them over, or if you guys are curious, you can send them over to all of our socials. That's Magic899, absolutely everywhere. Of course, you've been yapping for quite a bit. I think we got to get back into the music. Of course, we've been getting some help when it comes to the discussion of anime, so I guess it's fitting we play something from Post Malone, a song named I Had Some Help from 2024. Keep it locked in here on Game Night. We are Magic 89.9.
Magic 89.9.
Jenny with Love Hangover.
Woo!
And I'm still feeling hungover from our last discussion when we were talking about, what was it again? The
Crunchyroll Anime Awards. You're back here on Game Night with me, Junior Jock, Joaqui.
Junior Jock, Kian.
and Junior Jock David.
We're nerding a bit about anime, talking about the Crunchyroll Anime Awards. Earlier, we talked about what category?
Best continuing series.
Now we're
Yes.
moving on to another category that we're going to be analyzing.
Which is the best anime song. Now,
Gentlemen.
let's get straight into the bread and butter. What are the nominees?
Alright, so the nominees right now is Abyss from Kaiju number 8, Bling Bang Bang Born from Mashal, Fatal from Oshinoko, Level from Solo Leveling, Otonoke from Dandadan, and The Brave from Free Ren. And the winner, let's just straight up say it, the winner is Dandadan.
Woo!
Yeah, with Otonoke.
Wow,
Yeah, so I'm sure you guys are all familiar with that. Let's open the discussion a little bit more. You know what I mean? And actually, for this one, if you guys want to join in on the discussion, your opinions on your favorites, or I guess the
your
nominees.
Thoughts on the nominees.
Your thoughts
and
on the
award.
nominees. You can call us up over at our landline as 8631-0899 if our landline is working.
Yeah. If you guys will have anything, your thoughts on the nominees, maybe you have any strong opinions,
Violent reactions.
this is your time now. But you guys want to hear my thoughts?
I do want to hear your thoughts.
Valid. The biggest deserve that I think of, like, the categories we've run through so far.
Out of all the anime songs that have been released, this was for last year, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, last year's animes.
No, because like it's fighting with one thing I noticed first of all is this is by Creepy Nuts. Creepy Nuts has 2 songs.
They have exactly. So the band that made
they've been making bangers
Mashup.
back to back.
yeah. So the 2 nominees that are in this category, Bling Bang Bang Born and Otonoke, were both made by the band called Creepy Nuts.
I love Creepy
Shout out
Nuts.
Creepy Nuts. They've been on fire.
Shout out to them because it's crazy that they have 2 nominees here. And by the way, these are from 2 different animes. It's not
Yes.
like it's from the same anime where it's like the opening and the ending,
No,
or like from season 1 and season 2.
Completely different.
Completely different.
And they kicked it out of the park.
Different animes, different studios, not even different authors, everything. Like
Different story.
Exactly,
Like
bro.
it's actually crazy how they can adapt their style. I mean, when you hear a song, you're gonna go, "Oh yeah, that's Creepy Nuts." But it's really crazy how they can adapt their style into this anime.
like
These two animes,
the
because
vibe
these-
of the anime, right?
Yeah, the vibes of the anime. So looking at the nominations right now, I feel like if it's not Blink, if it's not Creepy Nuts, I feel like low key I have a soft spot for Abyss.
Abyss.
For
I
Oh,
think,
Kaiju number
yeah.
8.
If-
Kaiju. Okay.
If we had to blacklist Creepy Nuts because they're too good,
No,
I
okay,
would
yeah.
say I would say Abyss.
No,
Yeah.
I've heard
Brave.
the song of Kaiju number 8. It's really catchy.
It is.
It's like
very,
so
very catchy.
freaking hype.
We could also go with the Brave from Free Ren. The one nomination I will heavily.
Here we go.
Oh my
Hater
God.
energy.
Here we go.
The
What-
hater
the hater
energy
train is going is starting
whoa.
up again, guys.
Thoughts.
I don't think Solo Leveling Season 1 should be on this list
For
Solo
anime
Leveling.
opening.
for anime opening.
Really? Why?
It is.
This is what song is this? Level.
It's called Level.
yeah.
I'm just gonna say this right now. I don't even remember how it sounds like. That's how memorable it was. I feel like season
That's how
2
non-memorable it
Yeah,
is.
how non-memorable. I feel like season 2 is much better because it was by Lisa, the Japanese singer.
Okay,
Oh,
and,
Lisa! Oh my gosh!
and
Okay,
Felix
you're
from
right,
Stray
yeah,
Kids. And Felix from Stray Kids.
Wait, what?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
That was their season 2.
So you're confused why they didn't put the season 2 opening?
No, because
Oh.
season 2 was later after this.
Okay.
I'm
Okay,
saying
I
that
get it.
season 2 was better than season 1. And like the fact that season 1's opening is here is just because Solo Leveling is that.
It's because it's solo level.
but the
because
but the opening
Solo
is kind of
Leveling.
mid because I
Okay.
don't remember it.
All right.
You're right, because when I thought of Solo Leveling, I immediately thought of the one you mentioned where it was Lisa, and I thought that was the one with Lisa,
Nope.
but it's not. So, how does this one go? Exactly.
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 And like the only reason it's here is because hey, Solo Leveling, let's put it on the list.
So you think Crunchyroll is cloud chasing?
I feel like they have been captured by Sungjiwoo's
no.
aura farming.
Oh no.
You know,
bro.
I would say if Otonoke wouldn't get the award,
Yeah.
I think it would, or let's just say Otonoke wasn't
on the list.
On the
That's it.
list
For some
I would
reason.
say Bling Bang Bang Born.
Dude, that went viral like crazy.
Now, here's where my dilemma starts, right?
Okay.
The thing is, I think Otonoke is a more catchy song, in my opinion. All right, everyone has different music tastes, guys. Don't shoot the messenger. All right.
Of course.
But Bling Bang Bang Born was more popular, I'd say.
It
had
is.
much more global reach than Otonoke.
You didn't have to know anime to know Bling Bang Bang Boom.
Exactly, but I would say among the anime scene, Otonoke
Otonoke was a masterpiece.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm like I kind of agree with you in a sense, but I feel like Otonoke as a song, like yeah, you say pop, it's more Bling Bang is more popular, but I feel like Otonoke is just more of a solid song.
No, I agree, but I'm just saying, like I don't know what's how they rank it or how Crunchyroll figures out
Okay.
how popular a song is,
yeah.
or why they
They
consider
just
the
play the
best.
song, sit back, and they're like, yeah, this wins.
Yeah, this is fire.
How do they pick nominations?
we have no idea.
It's just inside, right?
I also think there's a voting system, right?
I don't know.
Well,
Well, there's a voting system for, of
if
course,
there's
who
a vote-
wins, but who's the nominations are what I'm curious.
Yeah, no, that's insider stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
okay.
the thing is, this best anime song, do they mean best anime song as in most popular or like just catchy.
Well,
because
I feel like
yeah.
because the song itself, it kind of needs to encapsulate the anime. And I think that when it comes to picking the nominees, I guess popularity is one factor, of course, because that would come with how good the song actually is, how often people listen to it, you know?
Yeah.
So yeah, I'd say it's not a. I don't want to say that it's a popularity thing, because if it was, Bling Bang Bang Born would have taken it out of the water.
Yeah, I think Otonoke is just genuinely more catchy.
Yeah, it is. It is. I love Otonoke. But yeah, of course, since Otonoke won, we gotta listen to it here on Game Night. Up next, we got a little song by Creepy Nuts, the winner of the best song over here on Crunchyroll Game Awards. We got Otonoke by Creepy Nuts here on Game Night.
Magic 89.9.
We got Yosobi here with Idol here on Game Night. You're with Junior Jock, Joaqui.
Junior Jock, Kian.
Hey, Junior Jock, David.
Still talking about anime, the Crunchyroll Anime Awards. Going through all the categories one by one.
Okay, not all.
Well, not all. Some of them.
3 of our personal favorites.
Yeah, the important ones. The ones that are important.
The ones we feel like that are hype.
The ones that matters in our Kokoro.
But yes, earlier we looked through Best Continuing Series.
Which Demon Slayer won.
Yeah, next we ran through Best Opening Song.
Which Otonoke won.
Dandaran.
Dandaran
Yes.
Otonoke.
Yeah. I'm just mentioning the anime so
Okay.
people know where it's from.
And then now we are running into our last category, which arguably is one of the most important ones.
Arguably, yes.
Most controversial one this
Okay,
year.
not
as well.
okay. Listen,
It is controversial.
Listen, we're gonna have a little bit of a heated discussion
Direct, let's
today
have it on screen. Let's see.
because we'll be having the best anime.
The year.
Yes, so the anime of the year.
Okay.
You wanna say the nominees, or you want me to do it, Kian?
I can do it.
Okay. Now I don't want no bias.
There's no bias. There's no bias.
No bias.
Okay.
Say it.
All right, so we have Dandadan, Delicious in Dungeon,
Yeah.
Free Run Beyond Journey's End,
Uh-huh.
Kaiju number 8,
Okay.
Solo Leveling,
Uh-huh.
and The Apothecary Diary. And the winner of Anime of the Year, drumroll, can we have a drumroll? It's Solo Leveling.
Yeah! What? Why are we not celebrating? What?
Okay.
Am I crazy?
Well,
Alright, don't say
No.
Okay.
Because Solo Leveling, it's one of those animes that have been hyped up like absolutely crazy.
It's a zero to
Yes.
hero,
Yeah,
basically.
Yes.
the lore is zero to hero. A lot of hype has been because the manga of it was
Manhwa.
the manhwa.
The man was like it's
highly
so
acclaimed.
popular.
Yeah,
so
Very
highly
popular.
acclaimed.
I will admit, I did finish it.
Then when it did come out, a lot of people were like, "Let's freaking go!" And then they were cheering for Sung Jin-woo, and
Yes.
also a
Sung
lot of-
Jin-woo, the aura farmer.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's Aura Farmer the anime.
Solo Oro Farm. But before we get this discussion started, David, I want to hear your genuine reason why you think this should have won.
Okay. See. Okay. Here's the thing.
I can think of a lot of reasons.
Okay.
why.
Kian
He's
and I,
so mad
Kian and
right
I
now.
were talking a little bit on air. I told him I think it makes sense that Solo Leveling won,
Yeah.
right?
No, it does not.
And then Kian started crashing out. He told me he knows where I live, and he started threatening me in ways I didn't think were possible. But
Your family's next.
okay, the reason why I personally watched a bit of the Solo Leveling anime. I
Yeah.
think it's hype.
A bit.
You know? Yes.
Okay.
You didn't watch the whole thing?
No, I didn't. Because I read the manhwa. I read the manhwa.
Okay.
And you... Keep going.
Okay, go.
No. But listen, guys. Anime of the year, like, you gotta admit, Solo Leveling is so popular.
It is.
It's so popular.
If the anime of the year was a popularity contest, then every year it should just either be One Piece, Naruto, or whatever is super popular. Because you said like, oh, I'm gonna get super heated.
I feel the heat, bro. Let's
feel- okay.
Let's
I'm
take a break.
chill.
Breathe in and
I'm
out.
chill.
In and out.
I feel like Free Run should have won Anime of the Year, personally.
Really?
What about you, Ben?
Well, I honestly don't think I have a good say for anime of the year because I have not gotten a good grasp of the animes that were nominated. I have Dandaran bias. But
Okay, okay.
Dandaran bias because it's one of the only ones that actually caught my attention and actually got my seal of approval because I got to watch it. You get what I mean?
I get it.
Yep.
Yeah, I love Dandaran because animation-wise, beautiful. Opening-wise, so freaking hype. Story-wise, the way that they framed everything was absolutely amazing. But comparing it in relative to everything else, I don't really have a good say, but I have heard a lot of good things about Solo Leveling.
Okay, here's my argument for it, right?
Okay.
As someone who's in the anime scene, weeb culture,
Yes.
all right? If you were to ask me what's my opinion
Yeah.
as a weeb,
Okay.
I would say it's Free Run. I agree with you, Kian.
Yeah.
as a weeb.
Free rinse.
Yes.
But if you're to talk to me as a casual,
Uh-huh.
as a casual anime watcher, I would say Solo Leveling gets the dub.
Really?
And here's the thing. I get it. Free Ren, I think, has an overall better story than Solo Leveling.
Yes.
Right? But the thing is, because of the reach that Solo Leveling has, it breached, I could argue, compared to Free Ren, Solo Leveling breached that, because how do I explain this?
It's like a niche barrier.
Yes, because the problem is although a lot of people are starting to watch anime, it's not like they're like deep into it like us.
Yeah.
Like a lot of like the Game Boys, right?
Yeah, I get that.
And I mean, it's always nice to see an anime kind of breach that barrier and introduce more people to anime.
Okay.
So I'm saying what Solo Leveling's doing as a whole for humanity.
Why you're saying Solo Leveling is promoting world peace?
I'm just saying it's bringing more people into like anime.
Do you think it would be like in the more casual sense, it'd be something that a more casual watcher of anime would pick
Yes.
up?
Definitely.
Okay.
If you were to, if for example, someone told me right now, I've never watched a single anime in my life, would you say I should watch Free Ren or Solo Leveling? I would say Solo Leveling.
Okay.
I think
Because
it really
it's
depends.
much easier. It's much easier to get into, in my opinion.
Okay.
Yeah, but that I really agree with you, honestly,
Yes.
with the casual thing. But I feel like if you're going to look at Anime of the Year award as a whole, I feel like casual friendly should not be like the main focal point.
Really? Because
Because-
honestly, I'm gonna be real with you, Kian. Gone are the days where, weebs just have our own little corner now.
Yeah, no.
Everybody
it's
loves
not
anime.
that I don't want to gatekeep it.
Yeah.
But I feel like I feel like people now, they're more satisfied with something shallow compared to something deep. I'm not, no hate for that. I'm just pointing out that we want to be more one and done. We don't really like slow burn anime.
Is it one of those, what do you call this? Those director situations that they say Marvel killed cinema? You get what I mean?
In what sense?
Basically, okay, long story short, they're saying that superhero movies aren't really a form of like cinematic art form.
Okay.
Because they're like slop, basically.
Oh, so it's
but
like
the argument against it is everybody loves it anyway.
I get that.
True.
And then the people are saying, okay, we shouldn't like it because it's slop. And then there's this like back and forth argument.
Okay.
So I think that's what I'm experiencing with Yuki. And like, I get it. Solo Leveling, like as a whole, pales in comparison to Free Ren.
Yes.
Like, Free Ren gets the dub in most accounts.
Okay.
Yes.
But again, I'm definitely looking at the casual. I think if Crunchyroll were to look at it more as like within the weeb culture.
but yeah, that's a problem. I think Crunchyroll is looking at this more subjectively rather than objectively. Because
get that.
objectively, Solo Free Ren ticks all the boxes.
It's better, yeah.
Yeah, so
Okay.
like this is why I was saying I feel like Crunchyroll awards fell off because it used to be
You
which
do
is
have
objectively
strong opinions
good.
about it, yeah.
Yes, it's objectively this anime wins.
Like
because
even
it's
though only
objectively
10
good.
people watched it, it's the anime is just objectively good, kind of like that.
Yeah, but the mere fact that it's on the Anime Awards, I mean Anime of the Year contender,
Yeah.
doesn't mean like a few people might have watched it. No, it's because a lot of people think it's.
No. I mean like the general idea is that back then Crunchyroll Awards used to mean like
It used to mean something.
yeah. Now you think it's like
Now it's a popularity contest. of who
Guys,
performs
I'm
harder.
not gonna lie to you guys. Pretty crazy, but Solo Leveling won. I'd say
nothing we can do about that
yeah,
anymore.
and a lot of people are agreeing, and I do respect the opinions. Like it makes sense, it does, it
Yeah,
does.
definitely.
But Solo Leveling at the end of the day, congratulations to all of the winners of the Anime Awards, and I'd say pretty good season last. This was last year, right?
Last year and a bit of this year.
Last year and a bit of this year.
2025.
Last season.
Last season of anime,
Last
there you
season
go.
of
There
anime.
you go.
Last season of anime was pretty hype because Dan Denon was part of it, of course. Of course, we're
Because
moving
Demon Slayer
on
was a
to
part of it.
music now. We got to get back to something that was formerly a nominee for the Anime Awards. Where Blue is, that's Kitani.
Magic 89.9.
By Baby Monster here on Game Night. You guys are still, of course, here with the Game Boys. Junior Jock, David.
Junior Jock, Kian.
And Junior Jock, Whack.
What is up, everybody? And as you guys already know, it's 8 o'clock. You know what that means. It's time to hop on your laptops, your computers, your phones, your whatever gadget you play on, console, your Switch,
Whatever game.
your
Bro,
Xbox.
name drop everything, bro. Relax.
We're going to be playing some games for you guys today. Whoopee!
Game time, baby.
It is game time.
Queue up.
So today we're going to be playing Gang Beasts.
Yes.
Yes.
We're going to be running into another co-op game. and-
Co-op?
Go on.
Not co-op.
No, no.
More like
multiplayer.
I would say it's multiplayer.
Multiplayer, yeah.
It is a versus game.
Yes.
So you guys are all familiar with, Tekken, Street Fighter, right?
Yes.
Imagine that, but it was really scuffed. That's what Gang Beast is.
Gang Beast is basically this really funny physics fighting game wherein you have to beat each other up with the wringliest physics and the funniest mechanics to just beat each other up and carry each other off the stage.
Yeah, and you have to be the last one standing.
Yes. This is up to 4 players. We're going to be playing it with
Only 2
right now.
players, yes. And I know you guys are curious. You're going to be like, oh, what's the story? What's the character's motivation?
Nothing.
Extreme violence.
Here's the thing. Gang Beast is kind of a pillar when it comes to OG YouTube.
Yes.
Yes, one of the first few games that really got popularized by YouTube gaming because of a lot of YouTubers picked it up because it was really funny for a game.
Yeah.
We're gonna try it out today.
This is a super fun party game if you guys want to pick it up with your friends.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I'm ready. See you.
Okay. I guess we're just gonna get straight into it. So yeah,
Okay.
while we're waiting,
The plan is it's a best of 5. First to 5.
Because there's a difference.
Okay, so it's first to 5 wins. Basically, to win the game, you literally just have to make sure the other person never gets back up again.
We're hanging from a gondola, right? Gondola.
Okay.
Gondola.
So the thing
Get off! I already fell off the gondola because the gate swung open and I fell out.
the way that the game is you kind of have to punch each other till you knock the other person out
And then
then
carry
you
their
carry
lifeless
them.
body outside.
Yes.
It makes it sound so dark when I'm explaining it, but in reality, it's just a goofy
No,
game.
if you're seeing the game, for those who are on playback.tv/magic899, you're seeing how goofy of a game it actually is. Because it's a really derpy game. Like, look, just speeding
me,
up.
me and Ben are just throwing hands. Hey, why you?
I'm actually curious, boys. Is there any music in this game, or is it?
There should be.
There should be music, right?
There should
We're
be
flying
the
inside a
wackest
huge vent room right now. And we're in the. I'm locked out. Good night.
So right now, there's this. The cool thing about Gang Beasts is there are completely different levels and different arenas that you can fight on. And listen, guys, before you guys continue, I want you guys to go check if there's any music.
Let's try.
Check to see any settings. And while they're doing that, I'll be telling you guys a little bit more about the game. So basically, Gang Beasts is once again, it is a not co-op but multiplayer party game where the goal is to just fight each other. Basically, you want to knock out the other person, make sure they never come back up again. And then once you do that, you get 1 point. And you can select the amount of, the amount of rounds you're going to have to do it for.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So, in this case, we're doing first to 5.
Yeah, the thing is, the reason that this game got really popular was because of its replayability as a game. Because you kind of just had to keep playing and you just kept fighting each other.
And Joaqui just slipped into the water.
Well, I'm not dead yet. Trust.
So right now, we're currently in
please.
Antarctica.
we are.
We're just currently wherever ice is. So, you got the ice platforms floating around and we got,
It's so over.
of course, Joaqui and Kian trying to... You guys aren't even fighting each other. You guys are just bobbing around.
No, this is a test route. We're trying to figure out what in the world is happening with this game. Because
What just happened is I slipped between 2 ice plates and I drowned underwater.
No, because the thing is, one of the things, the biggest charm of this game is how random it actually is.
I mean, true, we're fighting on top of a
It's
construction building
properly
right
a
now.
party game, and you're not meant to take it seriously.
Oh, no.
Oh, you got juked right there. Okay, I think the game music is here.
Yeah, there we go, gang. For reference, they were currently playing the arena's a construction site, and Kian just fell off. I think Joaqui's gonna win the best of 5 just from Kian falling off the stage alone.
Yeah.
Because when I stepped down, the moment I stepped down, it was like a trap door.
No, do you guys know Surgeon Simulator?
Yes, I'm familiar with the game.
It's a very clonky, wonky game that plays a lot with funky physics. It's kind of in the same DNA, but turned that into a party game where you have to beat up your opponent with the flunky characters just wrangling around.
Ragdoll physics, basically.
Ragdoll physics. There.
And I just want to say, guys, you guys never said what colors you are.
Oh, true.
So you're just playing, and then everyone's like, okay, I don't know who to vote for. I don't know who I'm rooting for here.
Okay, by the way, I am pink and I'm wearing the Morty suit.
I am blue and I'm wearing the office suit. With
There we go.
glasses.
There we go.
We're bad.
I'm actually curious. Everyone tune in over at playback.tv/magic899. Why don't you guys send which one of the Game Boys you want to win? And it's already too late because our Joaqui has won.
The thing is, Test run. It's funny because
That better be a test
no,
run.
because Kian's the one here off air. Kian was the one claiming that. Oh yeah, I've played Gang Beast before.
Is he the one claiming that he's a pro?
No, he claimed that like, oh, I've played these games.
I'm
before.
still in shell shock how I lost that.
Okay, here's what's gonna happen. We're gonna pretend like that game didn't happen. Kian's gonna get his redemption arc. Alright?
okay.
So we're gonna run another one because we still got time, boys. Alright?
Okay.
I wanna see another
Let's
one.
run through it.
Technically speaking, we're 1-1 because off air, me and Joaqui, we played a little bit just so we can get our controls right, and I won.
Bro
that.
is clean.
I will say this first. Everyone over at playback.tv/magic899, make sure you guys try and vote for your favorite Game Boy that you want to win. And if you're tuning in over your radio sets, why don't you guys also drop by and see which one of the Game Boys you think will win? Is it Joaqui in blue or Kian in pink?
Get out!
We are currently on top of a train.
And I got knocked out.
A moving train, and they're just trying to beat each other up with the rag doll physics.
Yes, I got him off. I threw him off, and I won.
Perfect. I just saw that. Kian right hooked. Joaqui picked him up and threw him right off the train. This is violence in one game.
Hard comeback.
I will say this, boys.
Yeah.
A lot of playback listeners are rooting for Joaqui.
What?
Yeah.
I'm not-
Okay. Hold up.
Hold on.
No. Some people felt bad. Some people are rooting for Kian as well. Okay.
I don't need the pity boost. Boom. Okay, now we're on top of 2 containers, and Joaqui is down. Is he out? No, he's not.
Okay.
You guys know the shipping containers that you see in docking areas? Yeah, it's like a crane picking them up, and they're fighting on top of it. Oh my gosh. Okay, Joaqui's on the side of a container right now. Climb up, Joaqui, climb up.
I'm trying.
Edge guard.
Oh my gosh. Guys, am I witnessing firsthand the Kian redemption arc?
Okay. Hard lock in, lock in, boys. Lock in.
Are we locking in, boys?
We're locking in, boys.
Okay, because currently Kian has 2 points, and there's 0 to Joaqui's name.
Well, it's the first to 5.
First to 5. That is the truth.
Best
That is
of
the
5.
truth.
There's a difference. You know, I'm
First
surprised.
to 5, yeah.
I'm surprised people sometimes don't know the difference.
You just knocked me out like that. Oh my god.
Okay. Kian just destroyed Joaqui in the first second of spawning in.
I punched him
Threw him
so
off
hard.
the balcony.
What kind of punch was that supposed to be? Okay.
I was gonna say, I'm still kind of surprised people sometimes don't know the difference between first to 5 and best of 5.
Well, you know, English is hard.
I'm gonna die. Goodbye.
There we go.
Man, you guys are finishing the round so quick. They were just on a blimp, and then Kian, I don't know what
No,
happened.
the
He
blimp is
tripped.
too smooth. The blimp is too smooth.
Exactly. He tripped on. It was, it's raining a lot in the Philippines, so I think
True.
the water from the blimp, kind of made you slip a little bit.
Do we even have blimps here in the Philippines?
I mean, we can,
Hot air balloons, I know we do,
Yeah.
but not blimps.
Okay, now we're on a billboard. Okay, guys, this is some classic
Bye-bye.
gangs. Guys, can we play for more than like 2 seconds?
In my defense, there was like a big right hook, and he just doesn't move after that. So I need to like block.
Call me Mike Tyson, brother.
Kian with 4 points and Joaqui with 1 point. Kian just needs to win 1 to win. They're currently on elevators, but not inside the elevators. They're on top of it.
Oh, now we're inside. And now,
Joaqui, do something. Fight
I
back.
am.
Fight back.
I
Please.
am.
you know that one, what was that sport where you fight in a telephone box like in Russia?
I have no idea what that's called.
It's
I have
this
no
one.
idea what.
No, please wake up.
No.
Someone on playback said, "Bro is speedrunning." Yeah, you're speedrunning, losing, Joaqui. Come on, lock in.
Trust. See, I got the look it, come on, wake up, please. Okay.
No.
Let's go. Kian fell off.
Dude, hard comeback. Okay.
Hard comeback. Kian just fell off the elevator, guys.
Time for
We
other
love
game.
to see it over here.
No, we don't. You don't want to see the joke. I'm never gonna hear the end of this.
Currently, 2 points to Kian. 2 points to Joaqui and 4 points to Kian. Kian just needs 1 to win.
Yes, this is gonna be a perfect game then. Oh,
Yeah.
I
Oh,
did it. Okay.
wow.
This is the shark level. There's a shark cage right now. Come on. It's
Okay. Right now they're just in a boat. You know the boats that have the containers where you stay inside of it, and
We
then
knock
the
each other
shark, and then the shark starts trying to bite you guys. Yeah, that's what this boat is. So right now they're just doing some preliminary, just beating each other up.
Preliminary.
Kian is passed out on the staircase, and oh my gosh, it looks so close already, guys.
Get out of here.
Kian just yeeted Joaqui over the boat, and that's game, boys. Wait. Joaqui lives. He's on the side of the boat. He's hanging on for dear life.
You can have fun with that.
I believe in you, Joaqui. You can make it back to the top. Climb.
There goes the... Hold on.
Just climb to the side of the boat. Let's go.
No way you're getting up. No. I'm stopping
Kian,
this.
Kian has to stop.
I'm stopping this. No, no, no.
Kian.
Get up, get up, get up.
Oh my
No,
gosh,
no,
Wacky
no.
just made it back to the top of the boat. Redemption arc.
No way.
Grab him and put him over the balcony. Come
Yo,
on.
there's a shark up there. Why is there a
There's a
shark?
shark on the boat. What is the shark doing there?
What's happening in this game? Okay.
Oh my gosh, Wacky's just passed out right now. Wake up, man.
Okay, I'm up.
Okay, let's go.
No, 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 no,
Okay,
no, no.
Kian is passed out now.
No, no.
Throw him overboard, Wacky. Throw him overboard. Oh, not again, Wacky. Not again,
The
Wacky.
shark is getting him.
Oh my gosh, did the shark just eat Wacky?
No, he's still here.
No.
Wait, where is he? Oh my gosh. Guys,
There's two sharks.
okay,
There's two
this is
sharks.
definitely getting really close already, guys. We're having Wacky and Kian just right hooking, left hooking each other, trying to. And then right over there, we have Kian throwing Wacky overboard.
No.
But Wacky lives.
The shark.
And the shark grabs Kian and throws him overboard. And Wacky wins and lives to see another day. We're currently standing with Wacky on 3 points and Kian on 4 points.
Even the
Kian-
sharks are against me.
Kian, you need to lock in because if Wacky wins 2 more, he's gonna win the whole thing.
Speedrun. No. No.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, that is gonna.
How awkward. That, guys, we were gaming so hard, the boys disconnected their controllers.
Okay, I think we're back.
Are we back? Yes, and Kian gets thrown over the balcony by Wacky.
Pause the game.
We're pausing the game. Okay, we're pausing the game.
Pause the game. Breather.
Let's take a breather, boys. Let's take a breather, boys.
Goodness,
This is the last.
no
For
way.
point of reference, guys, both of you guys are on 4 points each. The person that wins this one takes the cake
Oh my
and wins Gang Beast for Game Boys. All right?
Do we get a punishment game? Is this a punishment?
No, unless the people that play back want a punishment. If you guys want a punishment, go ahead and chat it.
Suggestions.
Send
my
over your
goodness.
suggestions.
Are you
And if those of you guys tuning in over at your radio sets, also send your suggestions via playback.tv/magic899 for what you guys want to have as the loser's punishment here on the Game Boys.
All right.
Are you boys ready?
Ready.
All right, let's cue it up.
Let's go. Oh, we're not. Okay.
Okay, we're
I'm
currently
about
just
to
in a
become
factory.
Prime Mike Tyson.
I can't move.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Why?
Wacky's controller's disconnected still.
Let's try it again.
All right.
Can you move?
I should be able to.
What the?
Oh no.
So what? It just doesn't work now?
Well,
Dang, rage quit. Wait, Kian, you better put him down. Kian, his controller is not working. You're not gonna win like this. Okay, here's the deal, boys. We want you to restart the whole thing, but this is just whoever
one.
wins the
No, we
next
can
one.
just make a new
one.
match.
Yeah. We're
Like,
gonna make a
same
new match.
match.
Okay.
All right, sorry guys, some technical difficulties on our end. Don't worry about it though. We're
the
gonna.
games were getting a bit too intense.
They were. I was seeing Kian and Wacky.
so
They were
funny.
standing up, going crazy.
Hold on.
That's so funny, dude. Oh my gosh.
But yeah, so while we're waiting for them to set it up, I'm gonna be reading some of the punishments you guys have in order for them. Someone is saying Kian eat wasabi. I like how they assumed Kian would lose already. But what do you think, boys? We're gonna be eating wasabi as a
I'm
punishment.
not a. Oh gosh, I don't like wasabi. Okay.
I am terrible with spicy.
Okay, I gotta put the lucky outfit on. Where's the glasses guy?
Someone said Kian's close to punching the TV.
I am actually. Unironically.
Gosh,
Dude, I should have won the shark round, but the shark bit me and
Threw you overboard, right?
Lucky's buoyancy saved it.
I held on better. I don't know
He
what
knows how
tell
to
you.
swim, guys.
I held on better. I do know how to swim.
Yes.
I
What
do.
do you mean
I do.
you're the one who set it up, by the way?
I
The melee.
think. Okay.
I'm just saying, boys, they can't see what you're seeing. So you guys are just saying like, there we go.
Yeah, consider it there.
Just setting up the matches right now.
We're setting up the lobby right now.
Yeah.
I don't think the people want to
I think.
We can random it. Yeah, sure, we can random it.
Yeah, random.
I don't think the people want to see you guys set up. Okay, are we doing this? Are we going in?
Now
all
we're
right.
going in.
This is the last match. Winner takes all in 3, 2, 1. Let's see what
Oh,
stage
geez,
we're
Rick.
getting.
Oh,
The incinerator,
this is the one
guys.
where you disconnected too.
Oh really?
So we're running it back. All right.
running it back.
We're currently in an incinerator,
Rick.
guys. It looks like a factory, simple stuff, but there is definitely
Muhammad
one
Ali.
part of it where it's straight up on incinerator. We got Kian picking up Wacky after giving a right hook, and then Wacky coming back with the clutch.
But
Wakes up just at just at the right moment, and then Kian knocks him out again.
Still
Just
not-
for Joaqui
still not over yet.
to wake up once again. Come on, boys. Why are we just walking around?
going down to you.
It looks like we're just taking a tour of the incinerator, guys. I want to see some action. I want to see you guys beating each other up.
No, wake up, please. There we go. Okay.
Let's go. Okay.
No, please, please, please.
When you get knocked out, you really don't know what you're gonna do. You have to like try and mash to try and wake yourself up.
Oh my gosh, Joaqui's currently passed out, and Kian picks him up and tries to put him in the incinerator. But Joaqui clutches up, wakes up, and then gets right past the barrier to get back into the game. Here we have Kian getting knocked out, Joaqui picking him up, throwing him to the incinerator. Kian wakes up once again, just in the nick of time, only for him to pick up Joaqui once again, and then he's gonna pass out. Guys, this game is getting way too intense for my liking.
No, please, please.
This is looking like Butterfinger situation, definitely. Oh my goodness, guys. Everyone keeps getting knocked out. Joaqui gets thrown into the incinerator, and we have our Gang Beast Game Boys champion, Kian.
No way, you almost came back from that. No way.
That one was crazy, boys.
My hands are sweating.
I don't too. Oh my gosh, dude. That was so much fun, bro.
Oh my god.
Oh my lord.
You know, someone said flawless victory. I don't think that was very flawless.
No, it was not.
It looked very flawed, actually.
That was the most scuffed fight I've ever had in a long time, but much fun.
I
dude.
know it was up 4-1.
Yeah.
But we need content.
Wow. So you're saying you threw on purpose?
No way.
Nah.
I didn't say I was
I think that's
throwing.
I put up
coping.
a fight. I put up a fight.
Yes, he did.
I like
Revenge win for Kian, definitely, guys. That first game didn't happen. This is the game we look at.
It didn't.
This is the game we look at. It was
First game
very,
was
very
controller
close.
check.
It was. Button check, button
Button
check.
check.
It was controlled. It was tech check. So, boys, let me get your thoughts on the game. Did you guys have fun? Did you guys enjoy?
The thing is, the randomness of the game really adds up to the goofiness and the fun times of it, because it's a it's a game you're not meant to take seriously. It's not like Street Fighter or Mortal Kombat or any professional fighting game, Tekken, that you would like be able to calculate what to do with your opponent. You're not meant to take it seriously on a video game standpoint. You're meant to just have fun with it with friends and try and beat each other up.
Yep. Totally agree with Joaqui. And, you know, this game is something I would... Honestly, this game is really fun if you play it drunk, I think. That's what I think about this game. But
Is that the Kian special?
I agree.
But final score for the game, I would give it a very solid... I would say 7.5.
7. I would give it an 8. Maybe a bump of a 0.5 because of nostalgia factor. Because this is, like I said, I've seen this as a kid growing up. This is one of the OG games, party games, I'd say.
Amen.
All right, so if you guys are looking for your next OG party game, you guys want to play
Exactly.
with your buddies, have a little brawl session and
Exactly.
maybe start rage quitting and breaking a TV here and there.
Maybe you have 4 controllers
I don't
lying
appreciate
around.
being called
You
out
can
like
play some fun games of Gang Beasts with your friends.
Definitely. Make sure you guys stick around because we got Situation Station of the Nation where we're going to be giving you guys a lot of esports news, so definitely stick around. But for now, we're going to be leaving you guys with some XG. This is in collaboration for the Valorant Pacific League. They made the song specifically for that. This is Undefeated because Kian is undefeated in Gang Beasts. Let's go, everybody. Here on the Magic.
Magic 89.9.
By Espa here on today's Best Music Magic 89.9. You guys are still tuned in to Game Night
Game night.
with the Game Boys. Junior Jock David.
Junior Jock, Kian.
And Junior Jock Joaqui.
What is up, everybody? So, today we're going to be doing
The Situation Station of the Nation, ladies and gentlemen.
what I'm saying.
Situation
Butcher.
Station of the Nation.
We're
We handle
informing you
news.
exactly. So anything that we've noticed has happened. This is fact. These are just hard facts.
Exactly.
Because a lot of the stuff we've been doing is kind of opinionated, right?
One time we talk about anime.
So this time, this is definitely something that's it's not our opinion, but maybe we'll give our opinions a little bit later.
Maybe.
So basically, Kian, you want to start us off because we got NBA news for you guys.
All right.
And not just NBA news, NBA Finals. We got OKC Thunder and the Indiana Pacers, and we had Game 3 a while ago.
Yes.
And
How's it looking?
I just want to remember, who said OKC in 4? Who said OKC in 5?
I said OKC in 5.
Because right now, That's not going to happen because Indiana Pacers won the game 116-107. I'm not hearing this.
Whoa.
They
What's
won
our
the
score?
game.
What's our score?
It's
2-1.
2-1.
2-1.
And right now, Indiana Pacers, they were led by Tyrese Halliburton, 22 points, 11 assists. Pascal Siakam had 21 points, but off the bench, the spark plug, Benedict Mathurin, had 27 points in 22 minutes. But for OKC, they were led by Jalen Williams, 26 points. Shea Gilgeous had 24, and Chet Holmgren had 20 points, 10 rebounds.
Damn.
It's so funny because a lot of our viewers are saying OKC in 5+1.
I'm just saying. Assuming OKC do come back, the max they can win by is in 6 games. So OKC in 4 and 5.
It's impossible.
Where's the comments like that? I don't see it. Playback.
Look, for any of you guys who are not too into NBA, don't fret not. Basically, long story short, Kian hates OKC. He's rooting for the Pacers.
I'm rooting for the Pacers too.
Okay, here's the thing. We all have different reasons. Joaqui said he's voting for the Pacers because he loves underdog stories.
Yes, because I like the miracles that they've been able to do so far with their past games, and it's on a roll so far.
Kian wants the Pacers to win because he hates OKC.
No, I hate unethical basketball.
Here he goes again. And I said OKC will win. OKC will win, not because I'm rooting for the team, but I just said statistically they're more likely to win.
Okay.
And then Kian was like, "Shut up."
Look at the numbers. This team is no.
No, bro!
The numbers didn't help in game 1, by the way.
Really?
Yeah.
Game,
So
game winner.
that is the NBA Finals.
Yes, the NBA Finals.
That
Crazy
will
what
be
it's
happening.
looking like so far. And a lot of people have different opinions on it. I'm seeing a bunch of people on playback talking about it. What are they yapping about?
Well, they're just saying they want to see OKC in 6 or 7. Do you know when the next game is happening, Kian?
I actually don't know.
All right. So while Kian's figuring that
We
out,
shall check.
someone said Lakers in 8. Lakers in 26.
Okay, so the next game is going to be Saturday, 8:30 a.m.
This Saturday.
Oh,
big.
This Saturday.
wow.
All right, guys. So if you guys want to see OKC get tie the score 2-2, you guys can tune in this Saturday.
No, bro! No, bro. You can't be doing this to us, dude.
Anyway,
Beat me in
guys.
the back.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in to Game Night once
It's been
again.
a crazy night so far. We've been having a lot of fun talking about not just about video games, but also anime. And now we're tackling sports. We've been handling everything under the nerd radar.
Yes.
And we hope you guys are having a good night.
We know you guys love listening to numbers.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, debate.
Oh, 1,
very
2, 3.
debatable.
So once again, you're going to be left with the boys.
Yes.
Tonight.
Night out.
Be sure
All the
to
way
log back
until
in.
midnight. We love the boys here. Can we get one boys? 3, 2, 1. Boys!
Yeah. Exactly.
We love boys night out. So make sure you guys stick around for that. And tomorrow we got Friday Madness happening where you guys can go mad with
Exactly.
all our classic oldie
You
songs.
don't have to go that
80s
mad.
of the 90s right there.
Exactly. And then we also got triple shot.
Exactly.
1, 2, 3, ping! We got triple shot.
up with you and numbers,
happening.
We've been doing a lot of numbers today. What's
Triple
going
shot
on?
on Friday, and on Saturday we're gonna have Y2K Slam and Y2K hits of the early 2000s.
And then Slam.
Saturday Slam. And don't forget the flow,
The flow?
with the Mighty Dash.
Yes, sir.
You're
Yes,
gonna
sir.
have, of course, so much magic. It's gonna be so magical for
Exactly.
your upcoming weekends. Thank
I
you
see
guys
what
so
you
much
did
for
there.
staying with us during your Independence Day.
Yeah,
Although-
happy Independence Day to
Happy
everybody.
Independence
Independence
Day.
Day.
So although you guys got to have a vacation, at least we stayed here to entertain you guys.
Yeah, it's part of the job, but doesn't feel like a job.
Thank you guys
'Cause
so
it's
much.
game night.
Thank you guys so much over at playback.tv/magic899 for tuning in, as well as everyone tuning in their cars, radio sets, all around the world. Thank you guys so much once again. You guys can find Magic at everywhere. That is at Magic899 everywhere, all around the world. And you can find us on our socials. That is at David_Borsey for me.
At Kian Old for me.
And me at Wacky_Norris.
Yep. So, we want to kind of give you guys something to jam along to before we go. And Kian personally requested for this one.
Because we are out of time. Just like what the song says. This is the weekend only here on Game Night. Magic 89.9.
Magic 89.9.